bringing you his authentic perspectives on important topics.
They live in suburbs together. They live in the city together. They hang out together. They're all in the same family. We're the only idiots that fight because we want our voice to only be on one side. Like, does that make any sense? And when the side loses, you lose everything. They, on the other hand, have a voice no matter what, because somebody that looks like them is always in control.
Frank, candid, and straight to the point.
Well, it's just a skewed system.
Of course it is.
It's a lot of judgment.
But answer my question though. Should we let people go? Should we let people go? Like, let's just forget about bail altogether. And if your neighbor commits a homicide and kills people up, if you kill people and they next to you and you just let them come back and live right next to you, they can live upstairs from you. They'll come in your house.
Frank, candid, and straight to the point. This is The Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris, sponsored by Concordia University on 1017 The Truth and The Truth app.
Now, he's the mayor of the city of Milwaukee. He's a young man, good at change. I only complain about things that I care about. What I want you to do is pretend like I'm in St. Louis. Now I'm asking the mayor and the county council president and the county council, show me.
Now, live from the American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue in the heart of downtown Milwaukee, here is Dr. Ken Harris.
Gotta use the panel. You gotta use the panel behind you. It's Apple TV 1, and then it uses it as a remote. "20 seconds. The three lines on the panel will get you the menu, and then you'll be able to click over to live TV, whatnot. 15.
You're listening to Truth in the Afternoon. I'm your host, Dr. Ken Harris, 833-212-1017. You know, before I start, I got to tell you, we're only one day away from somebody winning $5,000. And that somebody is not me. So, why you got to remind me of that, dude? Why you got to remind me of it? But, wow. All right, so I'm not going to win $5,000, but it might be you if you were qualified to win. So be here tomorrow. We got so much stuff going on. Sherwin just has a full show tomorrow. Tomorrow, just listen to Sherwin Hughes. All the rest of us will go home. We're just going to replay Sherwin Hughes like 6 times tomorrow. Fill up all 24 hours. Just play it all. Because he's going to give away money, talk about money. Yeah, discuss money. Yeah, tomorrow's the day. And then tomorrow night you got football. But I have an issue. I've been listening to the station all day. I've been listening to the type of things that are talked about as it relates to Black people. And I really want to have a discussion about money and wealth. I really want to have a discussion about, and I want to do it without comparing us to white people. I'm tired of it. I don't think that it's necessary. I don't think that we have to continually look at the gap. Like, I'm almost sorry that somebody said there's a gap. Like, I'm almost sorry that somebody said that white people tend to have more than we do. I don't really care about that. I only care about, from this point forward, what we have. I care about the history. I care about the things that were done. I care about the rule of law. I care about the color of law, right? Redlining. I care about money, right? The color of money, how we were disenfranchised and things taken away from us so that we couldn't move forward and have money. But that should not stop us today from having what we need to have and doing what we need to do. There are enough Black people in Milwaukee that are middle class that have access to money, access to funds, access to cash to be able to do what it is they want to do. For some reason, we've been told that we can't. For some reason, somebody told us, somebody said, now you can't do that. And I don't understand why. I don't understand. 3 things Black people do too much. You ready? Number 1, Black people spend too much time telling Black people who they should vote for. Sherwin touched on it this morning. Tori touched on it. Does the morning show even vote? Do they even, they don't even know what voting is. I'm just teasing. But in the end, you know he fibbing. You know they be voting, right? But think about this. Who I vote for is none of your business. Who I support is none of your business. Being together is important. Being together when you're asking somebody for something that you expect to get, that's important. Being together for the sake of being together and voting Democrat and getting nothing back doesn't make any sense to me. We spend too much time telling people who to vote for. Number 2, Black people spend too much time telling people where they need to live. You're not really Black if you don't live in Milwaukee. Why you got to move to a suburb? Because I'm tired of the crime. I'm tired of wondering whether or not my family and kids are going to make it home and safe. Really? I'm tired of having to watch over my shoulder, watch over my back, make sure I have certain habits and family has certain habits. So when they go in and out of the house, make sure they're safe. You don't do that in the suburb. You probably should. But you don't do that in the suburb. So stop trying to tell me where to live. And third, Black people spend too much time telling people what to do with something many of them don't have, and that's money. If I earn my money, who are you to tell me that I need to spend my money where I need to spend my money? I support Black business because they're Black. White people support white businesses because they're white. And I'm okay with that. I am perfectly and totally okay. But stop telling me where to spend my money. When I can get the return on my money everywhere I spend it, then I'll start paying attention. But until the Black community is given the access to the investments, the funding, the ways to make generational wealth, I'm keeping my money. I'm tired of giving money to nonprofits. And then when you ask them what they do with the money, all they do is turn around and say, we help everybody. That's not good enough because the majority of everybody doesn't look like me. And so when the money goes out, somehow, I would be not upset if you would simply just spend money and give us 14%. We're 14% of the population, give us 14% of everything. Land, money, everything. If you really want to have the majority, divide out 14%. And then we can shut up. We can build our own wealth. But getting access to those fields, access through education. I was having a conversation earlier today. Somebody said, what many white people have 2-3 generations ago, we're only a couple generations in as it relates to being in America. So you've got people whose homes, vacation homes, homes they live in, have been in their families for hundreds of years. We'll do good keeping the same house in one generation. And then when we try to do it and when we succeed at it, there's always something that comes in to undercut it, to make us take our money elsewhere. It's time to keep the money in the community. And I know that sounds harsh. I know that sounds bad. But from now on, after the break, I'm going to tell you what I'm going to choose in order to make sure my money lasts from generation to generation. So stop worrying about the politics. Stop worrying about education. Stop worrying about those things. You need to start asking questions so that you can secure yourself, your community, so that 3 generations from now, you too can have generation after generation after generation of making it. That way, you won't be like the homeless person at the airport standing there, the homeless person on Sherman Boulevard and Lisbon standing there with a sign. Instead of begging for money, they should be asking, what now?
And that is Dr. Ken's Truth on the new 1017 The Truth.
It's 101.7